Good morning, Citrus Hill. I'm Mr. Gertis. I'm one of your new assistant principals with a couple of announcements. Next week, we have Picture Day. So on Tuesday, if you're a senior, you're going to be getting your picture taken. Wednesday is for the juniors, Thursday for 10th grade, and Friday for the freshmen. Make sure that day you're looking extra sharp, and also make sure to bring $20. That's $20. So you can get an ASB card that'll get you into so many awesome things. It'll more than pay for yourself. It's one of the best deals we got going in town. Bring $20 on the day of your picture so you can get that ASB card. Help out the school, help out ASB, and help out yourself. You guys are doing a great job so far wearing your masks on campus. Continue to do that. Also, if you are not feeling well, if you're sick, if you have symptoms that might be COVID related, please do not come to school. Please let us know, call the front office, and take care of yourself and go out and get tested and make sure you're okay. And then lastly, you guys are doing an amazing job picking up your trash. Continue to stay classy, Citrus. Great job so far. And I'm going to hand it now over to Ms. Navarro.
Good morning, Hawks. I'm Ms. Navarro, and I have some messages for you from the guidance office. And so starting next week, your counselors are going to be available to make schedule changes. These schedule changes are not for teacher shopping or period shopping. However, they are available for you before school, after school, and during lunchtime, Monday through Thursdays. And you can come see them right outside of their offices. They'll have their doors open for you. And if you don't want to wait in line, you can just send them an email. Teachers, please share the QR codes with students so that they can have a direct link to their counselors' emails. Students, be as specific as possible so that they can help you via email. Stay tuned for Counselor Cafe, where your counselors are available during lunchtime for you to come by, talk, or ask them any questions. Once every 2 weeks, we will let you guys know what day of the week that's going to be. Finally, and most importantly right now, registration. Any of you who have not completed the registration process by Friday will be dropped from all your classes, and your parents will have to re-enroll you here thereafter. So please make sure you get your parents to complete that registration process. Thank you.
Hey, good morning, Hawks. Happy Thursday. Miss Allen here with a couple of announcements coming at you. First and foremost, I want to say thank you. I know it's not Friday just yet, but it's Thursday and we've had a really good start to our school year. You guys have done an amazing job out there this week. I'm so thankful to be able to be here working with these students and our staff. It's just been a wonderful first week. So thank you so much for that. I want to remind you that our motto here is CLASS. Remember that stands for character, leadership, attitude, scholarship, and service. So like I said before, we are going to go over that throughout the year. We will remind you of that. We'll be talking about what those different characteristics look like on campus. But most of you know what those things mean. And so as you're walking around campus, if you could help us out by exhibiting those characteristics, that would be wonderful. We want to show everyone that our students here have class. I also want to give a huge shout out to Mr. Johnston and the ASB team. They have worked so hard this week in the heat to make sure that we have easy upset for club walk, that we're playing music in the morning and at lunch, and that we're just having a good time in general. So thank you, Mr. J, and your entire crew. We really appreciate your support. I'm going to pass it over now to Ms. Kermosier.
Hi everyone, this is Mrs. Kermosier coming to you from the Attendance and Intervention Office, and I want to give you a few reminders, first of all, on dress code. So we know it is hot outside, and we want to remind you all that our air conditioning works in all of our buildings, so that cannot be your excuse to dress inappropriately. We want you to stay focused in class. We want everyone to dress the right way. We've had a few offenders, but we've had private conversations with you and mindful conversations with you. So everyone, please make sure that you dress the right way. We are sending out a flyer to families, students, and parents so that you are reminded of what is not acceptable. And I want you to make sure that from now, this point going forward, that you are wearing the right thing, because we're going to start handing out loaners in the intervention office going forward. Tardies, we are going to start counting tardies this coming Monday. I know a lot of you are getting used to the campus and the numbering on the buildings. We understand that. That's why we gave grace for tardies this week, but we are going to start counting tardies next week on Monday. Also, a reminder for those that have been here, and now a new reminder for those that have not. We have a 10-10 rule on our campus. That means the first 10 minutes of class and the last 10 minutes of class, You are not to be out of your teacher's classroom with a restroom pass. So please do not ask your teacher. If it's an emergency, you can ask to go to the health office if it's that kind of an emergency. However, otherwise, please don't ask your teachers. Most of them, and pretty much all of them, are far too kind, and we don't want to put them in that position. So 10-10 rule, you are not going to be out of class. I do have some hot burning questions to ask Miss Allen. These are all from Miss Toon's class, so thank you, Miss Toon, for having your students write these questions down for us. So we have some questions here. Oh, it has to do with the restroom. So first of all, Miss Allen, will the other restrooms be open, and why do we only have one restroom available to us?
All right. Well, again, I also want to thank Miss Toon's class for giving us some questions, things that you guys want to know about what's going on out on campus. So with regard to the restroom, yes, we do have one student restroom, and we do watch it, and we make sure that that line is not too long. If we start to see that that line is getting long, we will open the gym restrooms and direct you guys that way. But yes, there is one restroom. Please make good use of your time. Often what I see is that students wait until the very last minute, and then we end up with a line at the end of the lunch period. So please, please, please make good use of your time and use the restroom before that bell rings so that we don't end up with a line. But yes, we will open gym restrooms as needed when we see a line.
Okay, and the next questions, well, there are two that kind of go together. What time do we leave on Wednesday, and how do late days work? So I'm thinking our first late start is going to be on August 25th. So how do those late days work, and what time do we leave on Wednesdays?
Those are good questions. So like Ms. Kermosier said, we do have our first late start Wednesday on August 25th. So we still have a couple of weeks. But once we start late start Wednesdays, you will begin school at 10:46. Yep, you get to sleep in a little bit on Wednesdays. So we start school at 10:46. That allows your teachers time to work together in their teams and for us to have department meetings and staff meetings. And once you get here at 10:46, each period is a little bit shorter than your regular school day. We still have a 30-minute lunch period. And then you go home at the same time as every other day, which is 3:45.
Okay, why is the lunch line so long?
The lunch line has been terribly long this week, and so I'm so thankful for all of you that have been very patient with us and with the cafeteria staff as we get the new year rolling. One of the things that can really help us with that long lunch line is if students know their student ID number, your lunch number. So cafe staff are asking you guys to punch that number in before you get your lunch. And if you don't know that number, that slows the line down. So what will really help us students is if you learn your lunch number, it's that last portion of your student ID, learn your lunch number, and that will help us get that line going faster. We've gotten faster every single day. I know Ms. Kermosier and I are out there timing it, so we know what's happening. And we have made some extended lunch periods for those that got lunch late. But the lunch line will continue to get faster and faster, especially if you guys help us out with learning your lunch numbers.
And our last burning question, when do the football games start?
That's a great one. So I love sports. For those of you that know me, athletics are one of my favorite things that we do around here. And so football games actually begin, we have our first away game on August 20th. That's at Colony High School. But for those of you that are saying, okay, that's great, Miss Allen, but when do we have a home game at Citrus Hill? Our first home game is Friday, August 27th. That'll be here in our stadium, and we really would enjoy having you guys come out and support our football team. I know Mr. Gertis talked about an ASB card and purchasing that ASB card, and one of the advantages of purchasing that ASB card is getting into events like football for free. So please make sure that you bring that $20 on picture day so that you can purchase your ASB card. I know the question was only about football, but I want to let you know we also have volleyball starting next week in our gym, so please make sure that you check that out and support our volleyball girls as they come out for the 21-22 season. Is that all you got for me?
That's all I have for today, but I know we have some more from Miss Toon's class. And if any of the classes have any burning questions, please feel free to have your teacher write them down. It can be as simple as this, Post-it notes, that's great. Or you can have your teacher email the questions also to any of our admin up in the front office, and we'll make sure we address them for you either on the news or we'll email them back to your teacher. All right. Thank you.
Bye, everybody. Have a great day.